Hi guys, my name's Steve Delisle. I am a first semester student in the FNP program here at Upstate, and I have been a nurse for about 2 years now, and have worked the entirety of my career at St. Joe's in the emergency department. For my topic today, I really wanted to go over diabetes. It's something that has affected a lot of my family members, and while it hasn't affected me directly, I've got a lot of friends who have actually have type 1, type 2 diabetes that I think it's really important to kind of read up on and educate yourself about. So here we are at the American Diabetes Association's website, diabetes.org. Um, I found it to be a great resource for pretty much anybody who wanted to learn anything about diabetes. Um, it was easy to understand. I even sent it to one of my family members, and they thought it was a fantastic resource for their own condition that they had for 20 years now. So I'm going to do my best to walk you through the website and see which areas I found were most helpful to me. So I'm going to start right here at the front page, and then while there's a lot of different things here, it's kind of overwhelming at first. It kind of brings it all together at the end here and makes it easier to understand if you start at the very top of this page. So I am looking for information on diabetes in general. So I'm going to click on this front tab right here, very easy to use. And it essentially goes through the different types of diabetes and kind of some statistics that make you feel not as alone if you do have diabetes. Like here, it even states 1.6 million Americans have it, including 187,000 children and adolescents without type 1 diabetics. I know that if I was a type 1 diabetic, I would want to feel not so alone in the matter because it's hard. It's a very hard lifestyle to live with. As you scroll down, you go down to type 2, and you can go all the way to gestational diabetes, and then diabetes caused by other things, such as like cystic fibrosis or like pancreatitis. Prediabetes is also on here, which is important because millions of Americans are pre-diabetic and probably don't even know it. On this page is also something that I really thought was important to kind of stand out. It's got a campaign on here called the Safe at School campaign, which essentially ensures that diabetic management needs of like students who aren't able to take care of themselves are met. And that's just something that as somebody without diabetes, especially, I mean, I'm 27, and luckily I haven't had diabetes or didn't really need to manage my sugar anyway for a long time. This is a great thing to have for students who just simply can't manage themselves. I'm trying to picture a 6 or 7 year old giving themselves insulin at school, and it makes me cringe. So essentially, it just makes sure that there's different members in the society or the school or the members of staff that are there that can administer insulin when needed and administer glucagon when somebody's blood sugar is way too low or they're exhibiting the signs of low blood sugar. And that just really made me excited. On the left side of the page here, we have a whole bunch of tabs that are going to take us to different parts of the website. So what I wanted to do first was kind of go over the diabetic risks here. This is also another great thing to go over with somebody who wants to know more about diabetes and kind of understand what it means to be a diabetic. It basically goes over great things about, and it kind of hints on nutrition here, but there's a whole other tab for it to go into, and exercise, and then it goes into prediabetes as essentially what your chances are of getting it, like of prediabetes leading into diabetes. Gives you a whole bunch of easy to understand bullet points. 45 or older, Black, Hispanic, Latino, American Indian, have brother, parent, sister with diabetes, physically inactive, so on and so forth. And that's really important to understand as well, like the risks of getting diabetes. There's also a nutrition tab here, which is fantastic. You can actually go through it, and it'll help you understand what carbs and foods and starches and proteins do to your blood sugar, and how to manage and prepare a diet that helps you out. a tab I found especially fantastic was kind of the food and blood sugar and kind of what that means to you as a diabetic. And it goes over, what carbs do to you, the food labels that are important to stay active with, and there's different tabs and resources you can go to either time. So, planning ahead as a diabetic is very important. I know a lot of my patients that come into the ER, they end up with a low or high blood sugar, and they just were like, simply, I wasn't watching what I ate. I basically splurged on something, or I just didn't have anything. I didn't have a snack or anything, even though I knew I could feel my blood sugar getting lower. So I just felt this was a pretty neat section here to kind of understand what's going on. And there's recipes and different Healthy Living Magazine forecasts, which essentially just say the things to look out for and new information on diabetes and foods that are coming up. Another tab that I'd like to note is the fitness tab, and essentially it's just different ways to get moving and how to lose weight and supplement that excellent nutrition that you need to stay healthy as a diabetic. It gives you statistics and different exercises, and it's just wonderful articles to go over as someone with diabetes. There's also a community tab as well, which essentially is there for your resource and to somebody to reach out to if you feel like you can't talk to anybody else. There's summer camps for kids. There's different tabs to kind of get you going, be healthier, and to kind of keep yourself committed to being healthier as well. So next we have the Get Involved tab, which I'm just going to go to the overview and essentially give you a rundown. That this tab is basically saying, let's get involved into fighting and helping to lower insulin prices and helping to raise awareness for diabetes and the different events you can go to and different resources you can use to help fight this awful disease that is taking over a lot of different lives in America, as well as around the world. The second to last tab I wanted to go over was the advocacy tab. As nurses, we're all advocates, and the big part of our job is to advocate for our patients. So I just kind of want to scroll down and show you that the ADA is actually given the opportunity to join this community that kind of enters yourself into the conversation, and you can see different research topics that are going on with diabetes and the most recent diet trends that are helping diabetics maintain their blood sugar, and it's a fantastic thing to do. And with the last tab that I wanted to go over and kind of give you an overview with is this Take Our Risk test, and it's essentially just a 1-minute diabetes risk test taker thing, and it's kind of neat because I wanted to take it myself as I have family members with diabetes, and I wanted to see what my chances of maybe possibly being pre-diabetic or getting diabetes type 2 in the near future would be. So I'm going to take this for myself, and I am less than 40 years old. I am a man, and my father has diabetes, and I've never been diagnosed with high blood pressure. I am physically active. I am a white male, 6'2", 195. And then you can just simply, you don't have to subscribe. You can just view results online. And luckily, I'm a low risk. All right, that's excellent. Even with my father and my grandmother having diabetes, you can kind of see and maybe help to keep the lifestyle that you're living, or maybe get some new habits, some healthier habits at the end here. Thank you guys for watching my video. Look forward to commenting on yours.